Got water boiling, cook the macaroni, put in a bit of salt, so it tastes good, and 1 cup of macaroni. It's about 4 ounces of whatever pasta you want to use, but that's going to be in there for 6 minutes. Take it out in 6 minutes. And we'll have a casserole ready. It's about 8 inches by 8 inches. And I've got the oven heating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So stir that, give it a stir every now and then, or 2 or 3 times during the 6 minutes, just so it doesn't stick to the bottom. And really, it's better to keep it at a high heat and let it boil rather than covering it, and then it might boil over. So, we need, besides the macaroni, we need 100 grams of old cheddar cheese. This came in a package, got too much. I've 280 grams, so 100 grams would be about that much, so that's what we'll do. So now we have to just, when the 6 minutes are up, just drain it and set it aside. And you need to drain it thoroughly because you don't want it all wet when you put the other ingredients in with it. Not too wet. So I just want to grate the cheese coarsely. It's fairly coarse grater. Now we grease the casserole we're going to use. Should start with soft butter. This is hard as a rock. Anyway, piece of wax paper. Now we need to mix together the macaroni and all the other ingredients. It says a teaspoon of flour. You should make it a heap. Whenever something says a tablespoon or whatever, it's heaping unless they say level. In this case it doesn't matter much. And a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Well, I just, as much pepper as I like, probably more than a 1/4 teaspoon. And 1/4 teaspoon of salt, level. I will measure that one carefully. And a tablespoon of butter. I'm just going to sort of guess at it rather than measure it. Doesn't really seem too critical to me. Tablespoon, looks like it would pretty much fill a tablespoon. I can measure it, but so we just chuck the flour and the butter and the salt and pepper in with the macaroni. Dump in the grated cheese as well. stir it all together. So the macaroni's still hot, so it all goes together. Melts the butter. Should have started with warmer butter and hotter macaroni if I'd done things in the right, with the right timing. So just dump that all into the casserole, pre-greased for now. Just even it all out a bit. Kind of pack it down a bit. And then we need a cup of milk. Approximately a cup of milk anyway, we'll see how it goes. So we want to pour it in there so it starts to cover most of the macaroni, but not and right over the macaroni, all over the cheese. But you don't want it swimming. Just so it's showing up through so most of the macaroni bits sort of have a bit, it's sort of almost covering the top pieces, but because we're going to put the breadcrumbs on, we don't want them down in the milk. While you weren't looking, I zapped the butter in the microwave a bit because it needs to be soft, especially in this next step. So it's just to make the breadcrumbs. So just take a couple of slices of whatever bread you like, and we're going to make buttered breadcrumbs. So just give them a little rub of butter on one end and distribute them more or less evenly. Okay, that should be enough breadcrumbs for flavor. So now we just put it in that 350 oven for 40 minutes. We'll start checking it around the 30-minute mark to see if the breadcrumbs are getting too burned or anything, and if they are, consider taking it out. Ideally the rack will be in the middle, but it doesn't have to be ideal. Pretty much good enough. So after 30 minutes, it's done. The breadcrumbs are just toasted.